Dallas and the Cowboys and how they operate and what they're going to do with a very similar player who's looking for a new contract down there. They're going to wait. Jerry Jones generally always does. He sits back and he goes, I'm not doing it. I'm going to win the negotiation. Pittsburgh realizes they're not going to win this one. They need T.J. Watt. He's worth the money. Pay him. Like, it kind of makes sense to me. Like, why wait this out? Why try to put your stake in the ground and save $1 million or $2 million over the course of the whole contract? Just pay the guy because he's such an important piece.
Didn't Dallas do this with CeeDee Lamb and then just signed him in the end?
Yep, and Dak.
So, like,
and Dak Prescott.
What's the point?
It's Jerry Jones.
But like you're not winning, so just optics?
Well, yes. I think part of it is the show. Like, I do think an element of it is, you know, the fact that Jerry Jones likes that people are waiting on him. Like this is his whole world, right? Is owning the Cowboys and being Jerry Jones. But Mekhi Parsons, like by all accounts, is looking for a new deal, and he wants to be paid. And now that T.J. Watt has been paid, he's probably looking at that saying, that's my bar. You know, I don't think he should be paid more than Watt personally. You know, he's younger though, and he's probably thinking, all right, I want $38 million guaranteed a year, 39. And once one shoe drops, you know it's coming. You mentioned CeeDee Lamb. That's what happened in the past where Justin Jefferson got paid. I think Tyreek Hill had been paid. Jamar Chase didn't. He was waiting for it. But then CeeDee Lamb just looked at it and said, okay, if Jefferson's making that, I'll take $2 million less a year. It's not that complicated. Like, this is just where I fall in line. And Jerry Jones waited it out. And I'm sure the same thing's going to happen with Parsons. He's just going to wait it out because then everyone's talking about Jerry and the Cowboys. And if he can create a circus, he'll create a circus.
Yeah, and I get it. I think Micah Parsons is a really good player. But, you know, it's interesting. You talk about the non-guaranteed contracts, and we're seeing, I think, in the last couple of years, teams moving towards, you know, fully guaranteed for some players. Deshaun Watson, I think, was one. This one with T.J. Watt. Like, they're getting a lot closer than they used to be. So I wonder if we don't get at some point in this league where top players are getting, if not the whole contract guaranteed, most of it, and then it kind of funnels through all the way to the bottom guy who's, you know, not guaranteed at all. Because that really, what's there left to negotiate for a top player? If you know the money, I think it's that percentage of guaranteed money, which is ultimately your biggest thing you want to negotiate.
That's what matters, certainly for the players, and it matters for the contract and the cap hits. And like the NFL contracts are complicated, in terms of if you cut a guy, if you trade a guy, what it's worth, and how much dead money you have on the cap. And, you know, it's a complicated situation. But ultimately, you know, in order for Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers to have success, they needed T.J. Watt. He's there. Same thing applies with the Cowboys. Parsons got to be rushing the passer. He's got to be a machine on the defensive side of things. And he'll get his money. He'll get paid. He'll play. But it will likely be a typical Jerry Jones circus beforehand. All right, so we're back in the swing of things with Major League Baseball. The San Francisco Giants in town tonight. What's interesting is because we've been in the All-Star break, I haven't been paying as much attention to the future. It's been more about what's been going on with the break, and we've been talking a lot about the trade deadline. But I think there's a good chance that this is the last time we see Justin Verlander pitch in Toronto tonight, who's on the mound for the Giants. And he hasn't had a great statistical year. He doesn't have a great record. I think he's 0-7.
Does he have a win?
No, he doesn't. He's 0-7. His numbers aren't horrendous. You know, he's got like a mid to low 4 ERA, but he's still Verlander. Like, he's got the moxie, he's got the aura. He has obviously dominated the Blue Jays many, many times throughout his career. I believe he threw a no-hitter against the Jays. Yes, he did. He threw a no-hitter against the Jays. And this could be it. Like, this could be the last time we see him pitch in Toronto because he's not a young guy, and obviously he's out in San Francisco now.
Kind of rough seeing these great stars at the end, just like kind of limp to the end. Mm-hmm. But, like, you want to let them have whatever they want. Like, if you want to go out on top, Barry Sanders. But, man, like, I think of, like, Peyton Manning at the end. It's like, I think he can barely throw it 10 yards.
That was really tough. He couldn't throw the ball down the field.
It's just like,
he got replaced. Was it Paxton Lynch?
Yeah.
Who replaced him? And he was brutal. And yet they were basically saying we have to replace Peyton Manning. He cannot continue to play. Did he end up going back in at the end and winning the Super Bowl? right? Like I believe he went out on top, and yet he could barely throw the ball. But that was all Von Miller.
Well, and remember, he wanted to come back, I think.
Yeah.
And I think like nobody would sign him, if I'm remembering it right.
Yeah, I think it was kind of awkward where basically the rest of the league had suggested this can't continue. You literally can't throw the ball anymore. Like his neck was so bad, his arm strength was so bad. And I don't think Verlander's there. Like I don't think it's painful to watch him pitch. But maybe in a perfect world, and I get it's not a perfect world, and I get you have to put forth your best roster, and they've set it up so Bassett will be on the mound for the Jays tonight. Scherzer going against Verlander tonight would have been really cool. Like that would have been very cool. Coming out of the break, Scherzer would have been ready. Could have timed them out that way. Again, I get why Bassett's going. Bassett should go. You're going to line up your rotation, according to plan. But the idea of these two who were teammates once in Detroit going at it one more time would have been pretty cool tonight. But yeah, Verlander on the mound, and we'll see what the Jays have in store. We'll get more into that with Steve Phillips coming up just after 5, and we'll come back and get into day 2 of the Open Championship, where Scotty Scheffler had himself a day. He is a solo leader at the Open Championship. Bob Weeks on that later this afternoon. It's going to be tough to beat him, dude. When he's in the mix, when he's in the mood, it will be very difficult to beat him.
Yeah. When he wants to win?
Basically, when he's in the mood to win. He doesn't know why he wants to win, but this one evidently through 36 holes, he's decided he wants to win, and he's willing to play it out. So more on that. And Jonas, you missed out on the Dakota Joshua trade yesterday. We'll see where you stand on the Leafs after their big swing yesterday and their big acquisition with Dakota Joshua now officially a member of the Maple Leafs. So more on that still to come as well. Jason Strudwick in here with Jonas Siegel. I'm Brian Hayes. Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on TSN 2.